I'm your host, Abhay Wadhwa, and I welcome you to another episode of AWA Agora. Thank you for all our friends, our subscribers, our well-wishers, for all the feedback that you keep sending us, the words of encouragement. AWA Agora is about facilitating thought leadership and to have enriching conversations. One of the points that we often bring up in our forums with Soul Studio is mental wellness is connected to what we eat. And who we are is, what we eat. And through that, I've been following the work of Dr. Robert Lustig for quite a bit, just what he writes and how he exposes all the myths about the food that we're eating. But he's really been focused on unveiling the truth and talking about things that matter about our health. Is it about pleasure or is it about happiness? Please join me in welcoming Dr. Robert Lustig.
Well, thank you so much, Abhay. And I have to say that my being here is purely Abhay Wadhwa's, grand vision. All our goals are to contribute to wellness. And you can contribute to wellness in many different ways. Light is wellness, as we've learned from patients with seasonal affective disorder. Well, food is wellness too. And there's more overlap and crosstalk than we would, like to silo. My goal is to fix the food supply. Pretty much everything that I'm doing, and I'm currently the CMO of 4 companies and an advisor to 4 others, everything in my portfolio is directed at fix the problem, fix the chronic disease problem. As you know, we have a healthcare crisis, but we also have a health crisis. We have a healthcare crisis in terms of expenditures, and you can see our here in the U.S., we have just completely gone off the rails. We spend more and more, but what you'll notice is that our ability to improve both lifespan and health span has basically gone into the sewer. What happened? How come we fell so far off the rails? And the answer is it's because of our diet. Okay, that's the very short answer. Is that's what happened, is our diet changed here. Now, it's not about calories, because if it were about calories, it would be about obesity. Okay, and people think it's about obesity, but these 3 images that I have here on the screen right now explain why it's not about obesity. Once upon a time, prior to 1980, if you saw fat in the liver like this or like this, that was an alcoholic. Well, today, 25% of children have the exact same fat in the liver, looks exactly the same under the microscope, but they don't drink alcohol. But they do consume something else, which is metabolized exactly like alcohol. It's called sugar. And sugar is the marker of ultra-processed food. We switched our diet from a real food diet to an ultra-processed food diet. And my question to you today is ultra-processed food food? Overwhelming effect of glucose is to increase ATP synthesis at the level of the mitochondria. And that's why you have a green arrow going up. Fructose, on the other hand, this is the sweet molecule in sugar. This is the molecule we all seek. This is the molecule that is addictive, actually inhibits mitochondrial function. And it inhibits it at 3 separate levels. It inhibits it by inhibiting AMP kinase. It suppresses this enzyme here called ACAD-L, acyl-CoA dehydrogenase long chain, which is the first step to turn fatty acids into energy. And it inhibits this enzyme over here in the center called CPT1A, carnitine palmitoyl transferase 1A, which is the enzyme that regenerates carnitine, which is the shuttle mechanism to get fat into the mitochondria for beta oxidation. Our colleagues in France showed that, in fact, what ultra-processed food is, it hijacks the growth paradigm because it actually drives cancer formation instead. So, in fact, ultra-processed food does not contribute to growth. It actually inhibits it or hijacks it. So the question I asked, is ultra-processed food food? And the answer is no, it's not. People say, well, we have to eat healthfully. We have to eat healthy food. So that then begs the question, the definition of what's healthy. My argument is that it's not what's in the food. It's what's been done to the food. And really, when it comes right down to it, what they did to the food. Because it's not what you did to the food. It's what they, at the food industry level, what they did to the food. How do you qualify healthy? 6 words, not 7. Okay? 2, not 3, 6, not 7. And here they are. Very simple. Protect the liver, feed the gut. Low sugar, high fiber. Hippocrates, he famously said, let thy food be thy medicine. Yeah, but you know what? Hippocrates never met McDonald's. If he had, he would have said something very different. Here's what he would have said. Good food is medicine. Bad food needs medicine. And guess what? You know what? The medicines don't even work.